pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Teresa, please take the roll.
Okay, Mayor Jones.
Here.
Brenneman.
Here.
Keel.
Here.
Bowen.
Here.
Walsiger.
Here.
Mattson. Here. And Jass is absent with notice.
All right, do we have any actions or motions to approve the agenda for tonight's meeting?
I make a motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
Any discussion? Not, we'll vote. Wasslager.
Yes.
Mattson.
Yes.
Brenneman.
Yes.
Keel. Yes. Bowen.
Yes.
All right, how about approval for the minutes from the 3/19 meeting?
Make a motion to approve minutes from 3/19.
Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote. Bowen.
Yes.
Keel.
Yes.
Brenneman.
Yep.
Mattson.
Yes.
Wasslager.
Yes.
No bills, Karen?
No bills.
Good.
Any, we're gonna vote on one here down the road, we'll cover a lot. Any public comments from anybody who is not on the agenda item? Thanks to Boy Scouts for coming, they're here for citizenship, you said?
Citizenship in the community here.
Good to have you.
Any complaints? The podium is yours.
Shush.
It's early in the meeting.
It's the only time, man.
It's too early. All right, let's move down to applications, agreements, hearings. First up, special event permit for Buffalo Ridge Brewing for the Great Plains Street Rodders on May 1. Callie Tushin.
Good evening, thank you for having me. We have the wonderful privilege that the Great Plains Street Rodders reached out. They want to come to a cruise-in. And so this is just our request to close First Street down and then also have open container on the sidewalk surrounding our block and the sidewalk surrounding Homestead Hills block. I did speak with them and they gave us approval for overflow parking to park in their empty space.
Yep. What day of the week is the first?
That's a Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Both of these are
Wednesday nights, okay.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, any questions or actions from the council?
Motion to approve Great Plains Street Rodders cruise-in request from Buffalo Ridge Brewing.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote. Wasslager.
Yes.
Mattson.
Yes.
Brenneman.
Yes.
Keel.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, and Callie's right behind. The second one is in your packet also, special event for the Corvette Club Cruise In. That one is on June 12th. Same rules?
Same rules.
Motion to approve the Corvette Club cruise-in.
Second.
Any discussion? Not, we'll vote. Bowen.
Yes.
Keel.
Yes.
Brenneman.
Yes.
Mattson.
Yes.
Wasslager.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you.
Easy peasy. Next up, resolution 2024-6, DOT Safe Street Roads Grant Application. We discussed this briefly at the last meeting. This is to make it formal that we're asking for, or applying for a grant.
Well,
Correct.
yeah, a grant to do a study of the city. CCOG's gonna do that study like we discussed at the last meeting. Basically, they'll come around and evaluate the city as far as safety, and look at things like sidewalks, lighting, street crossings, various things for safe transportation in the city, whether it be mobile or pedestrian transportation. So, like we talked at the last meeting, we can be part of this study. It's $2,500 like the resolution states. But this would make us eligible, then the next year there's gonna be some grant funds available to do projects identified. So we would be able to apply then for some grant funding for certain projects next year, so.
Yep, this funnels hand in hand with our talks last meeting about our sidewalk and lighting initiative that we're gonna be working on. All right.
I make a motion to approve resolution 2024-6 DOT Safe Street and Roads Grant Application.
Second.
Any discussion?
I assume that just comes out of the general.
Yeah, we take it out of the general fund, the planning and zoning under the general fund.
nice when planning and zoning pays for stuff. Sorry, Mike. All right, we'll vote. Bowen,
Yes.
Keel,
Yes.
Brenneman,
Yes.
Mattson,
Yes.
Wasslaw. All right, thank you. We'll move on to reports. First up, Deputy Cardis.
Hello, I'm Damian Cars, Deputy Sheriff, Mayhaw County Sheriff's Office. I'm the contract deputy for the city, for those who don't know. So we're just gonna kind of go over our monthly review of March. When I pulled the report, it was only 28 days that I did. So in those 28 days, we had 202 calls for service here in the city of Hartford. I just want to highlight just kind of a couple things of what we saw during the month. We had 3 accidents, assaults or domestic violence calls. We had 3 DUIs, 2 disorderly subjects, 3 suspicious people or activity, 7 traffic stops or complaints, enforcement, control of hazards. We had 71 narcotics, 1 civil services, which are like when we serve people small claims stuff, subpoenas, garnishments. We did 20 of those. Warrant services, which are those who failed to appear for court. We had 4 of those, and out of the 28 days, we had 14 case reports and 7 arrests were made. So we have busy month for March, so. And I'll take any questions from anyone, if they have some for me.
I mentioned to the deputy earlier today when I seen him that now with it turning nice, everybody's getting their hot rods out, so
Get ready for the.
keep an eye. Everybody's getting ready for the Corvette driving, and they're getting them ready. So,
What's SO landlines? Is that like hangups?
That would be just someone who would call dispatch and they want to just talk to a deputy regarding general things.
Okay.
Regarding law enforcement, so it could be stuff from neighbor disputes to questions about just anything really.
Okay.
How many deputies serve Hartford?
So in the city of Hartford, we have 24-hour service. During the week it's me, and then during the nighttime we'll have 1 deputy, and then also during the weekends, 1 day and 1 night deputy. But for shift wise, we have 7 deputies that are generally working, and 2 or 3 of them are out west. So we divide the county from I-29. So everything from the west side of 29, and then everything from the east side of 29, we have deputies that cover both sides, so. But generally, if it's a call for service, there's generally 2 of us that are probably gonna be showing up.
Okay.
and we went to 24-hour service a couple of years ago.
A
3
little
years.
more, 3 years.
2017, maybe.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while, yeah, it's been a while.
So, that's a good deal. It's one of the, I mean, it's an expense, but it's not. You have to have it. It can't be safe.
Really, we have at our disposal the entire Minnehaha County Sheriff's Department. Correct. Which we can't as a city ever replicate.
Right.
Right. You bet.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You bet. Up next, Economic Development Director, Amy Clark.
Thank you. My information's in the packet. A few things to update is we actually have now completed 3 of our scheduled business retention and expansion visits with local businesses. We have 2 more that will be happening this Thursday, and then another one will be scheduled the week of April 15th. Other than that, continue work on different projects and whatnot.
All right, anybody got any questions for Amy?
Amy, I have an HADF question. When are the financials part of those meetings, and are they available to the public?
They are on the 2nd Wednesday of the month when they have their meeting, and they do them in executive session.
What's the purpose of those being in executive session?
I am not sure. It's something the board decided. I can look into it for you.
Okay.
Just a question on that, obviously with the Envision meeting coming up, do the Envision, the investors of that, do they get updated reports on that with their like
They had one
monthly
back
updates
in-
or quarterly updates or?
They had one back in January, and then we'll give them an update in April when we have the meeting.
Is that something that we can review as a council in executive session as well? Those finances?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. Or should that be public information?
Okay, we're gonna have to think about that
I'm
one.
gonna think about that one.
Don't think too long, okay?
All right, any other questions for Amy? I'm not gonna be there at the Envision deal, and they'd asked me if I made some remarks. Are you planning on going? It's a Wednesday night,
A Thursday
Wednesday
night.
night?
Yeah.
like the
I think it's
25th?
Thursday night.
Is it the 25th?
The 18th, I believe.
18th,
Yeah, it's Thursday.
Thursday.
Thursday, 18th.
it's a Thursday night?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna be gone.
I should be able to make that.
Okay. I'll put you
Yeah,
down.
she'd asked me that today, and I forgot to tell you that this afternoon, I talked to you about it. All right? All right, thank you, Amy. Chamber Director report, must be in the packet, when comes the second meeting of the month, so she'll be your next meeting. Now to the most exciting part of the evening, city engineer report. We have a guest speaker, Justin, tonight.
Guest speaker, yeah, Michael let me sit in and. got
30 under
promoted
30
now.
candidate.
Yeah. Put my whole resume
Yeah,
before.
I'm surprised you even come and hang out with us.
I have a t-shirt apparently. We're gonna bring it up every time.
I'm 30 under 30. He's got it on underneath his shirt, 30 under
Yeah.
30.
See
Yeah.
if Michael lets me back here. Reports in your guys' packet, I'm just gonna go quick overview, then you guys can ask me questions afterwards. Reviewing a lot of site plans right now, a lot of stuff going on in Hartford, so continuing to track those and keep up with them. Design standards and specifications, we talked about that once, met with the city, working on getting those revisions, getting everything finalized there before we bring it to you. Sixth and month, we haven't talked about that one much recently. With spring coming on board, we're gonna take a look at that punch list again and then monitor that grass for growth and hopefully get that project closed out here in the beginning parts of the year. Resource recovery facility, a lot of progress is moving on that. They are pouring the interior walls, so it may not look like a lot's going on there, but with the crane, they're moving the forms, getting a lot knocked out. They started excavating the base for the ops building, still on schedule for that to have precast walls up in June, which will be really exciting. We do have a pay request for that. And our schedule still stays the same. Last council meeting noted our update to close Mickelson Road around that May 31st timeframe to June 3rd. We're gonna provide some maps, city notice, and get some boards out there to provide as much time as possible on that. Intention would be to get through Mickelson Road, build it back up and pave it right away, instead of getting through there with the sanitary sewer and then letting that sit. So working with the contractor, making sure we got that coordinated and scheduled. Obviously, we'll be a little dependent on weather, some of our tier times and pavement, et cetera. So I would expect probably about a 3-week closure, and we'll shoot for quicker than that, so. Highway 38 water main extension, we did get comments back from Danner, small minor comments, so we're getting those addressed. Hopefully next meeting we'll likely be bringing that project to you guys to get out to bid for the year. Western Avenue interchange, just pushing on that one, looking to get that bid in June, so continuing coordination on with our property owners, utilities, making sure we're all coordinated for that project. Jumping back to the resource recovery facility, there is a pay request number 6 for a total of $602,870. Large majority of that work is for the continued concrete work at the Airline structure. So this will probably be one of the smaller ones for the next couple months as we continue to get the nice weather, get a lot of work done. So, any questions from the council?
Motion to approve the pay application number 6 for Rice Lane for $602,870 as presented.
Second?
Any discussion on that? And that brings our total year to date down 7,900 and something, is that right? 7,927,000 we've spent so far?
Just under $8 million.
Yep.
I think we got a long ways to go.
I believe it was about 37%, yeah, 37.25%
Is
is
where we're
approximately
at.
through, so.
Okay? No other discussion or questions? We'll vote. Wasslager.
Yes.
Mattson.
Yes.
Brenneman.
Yes.
Keel.
Yes.
Bowen.
Yes.
All right, Justin, anything else?
Nothing else.
All right, thank you. Public Works, Craig was detained, he's not here tonight. His report's in the packet, and he does have one action item we'd like to discuss. It's in your packet. He wants him and Jesse to attend the Street Maintenance Association meeting that's coming up out in Chamberlain, the 24th and 25th.
Make a motion to approve the training request for Street Maintenance Association meeting.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote. Bowen.
Yes.
Keel.
Yes.
Brenneman.
Yes.
Mattson.
Yes.
Wasslager.
Yes.
All right. Anything else that you need to add for Craig, or is that?
I guess I'll just let you know, we're working with Park and Rec Board on the building that we're putting at the sports complex. He's putting together, the bid packages. We think we should have them put together by the end of this week, or early next week. We're hoping to advertise them then for the next 2 weeks, and maybe have bid opening on May 1st. We're gonna bid them, like Craig talked about, in separate packages. So the electrical will be a package, the plumbing, the rafters, the steel siding. Craig has talked to Black Tie about putting in a bid. I think he has an appointment later this week to go up and talk to Central States
Good.
about the project. So hopefully maybe we can get some good bids on them. But like I said, we're shooting for a May 1st bid on that. So just give you an update on that. And that's where we're sitting.
Awesome. All right. Finance Officer report, Ms. Karen.
Yeah, my report is in the packet. Don't really have anything to add unless someone has questions.
Any questions for Karen? If not, we'll keep rolling. Teresa, it's City Administrator's report.
It's a big swing from last month's general fund, so just an observation.
You talking from last year's?
That's last year.
Last year's general fund
No,
with,
I was thinking we had, I don't know why I didn't notice it's in there, but I'll circle back to it. No worries, I'll look at last month's minutes.
It's just the,
You thinking, what are you thinking, revenues,
No, actual
Nothing.
money in the bank.
money in the bank?
Like I said, I'll look at last month's meeting.
Okay.
so you only have revenue and expense, so you don't have cash?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm referring to. It's,
Yeah,
in my mind, there's
cash.
There's cash.
Cash is king. Most of the time. All right, Tracy, you ready?
Yep, so my report's in the packet as well with some updates. Just want to let you know, the bike trail, we've done those plans, and last piece of the puzzle, we were waiting for FEMA to approve our Colmar. We got approval for that on Monday. So those plans and that approval, we can, like we talked about, put on the shelf for now. If we run into funds or grant funding later on and we decide to do the project, we will have those steps completed. So we've got everything up to this point
Does the
complete.
FEMA approval expire, or is it?
Not as long as we build it to plans, according to
Yeah,
the plans,
build it to plans, and there's a submittal process where we document that it's.
that we actually did it, yeah. So, and then just wanna let you know, IT services, I did contact, Mid-States Audio and Video about, meeting with them to look into more AV system for the council room. So trying to get a meeting set up with them and to go over what improvements we can do to kind of enhance our AV system here. So gonna have a meeting set up with that. And all the employees are lined up with the new life insurance. We got that all completed. Colonial Life actually gave the employees a good deal on a buy-up if they wanted to buy additional insurance at a pretty cheap rate. We had several employees take advantage of that, 10 of them, so that was good as well for them. That's at their cost though. And then just to give you a quick hire update, we do have Jerry McCaw hired again to be our dump supervisor. That site will actually open this weekend, this Saturday is the first day it'll be open there. So he'll be doing that again. And we've got Laura Johnson and Kathy O'Hare hired for the Park Rec program, still looking for assistance for that program. And then Amy hired for the pool manager, and we're still taking applications for lifeguards for that. I'm working with Laura as far as setting the dates for the Park Rec. The last couple, 3 years, we've had it in July, we've had it in June before. She's trying to figure out what works best for their schedule, and then we'll get those 4 weeks set. And then I'm working with Amy, trying to figure out dates for the second power, the evening power hour. We're looking at probably Monday and Wednesday. That seems, when we did our trial run last year, that seems to be the most popular days. So I'm just waiting for confirmation from her. She was gonna think about it some more, and we'll let you know what come up with that. But we'll definitely advertise it and have an evening one this year going. And then I just made a note, Tom is trying to work with the attorney for the township to get a meeting set up to discuss responsibility and maintenance of the roads we share. So we'll keep you updated on that.
They're waiting to hear back from the township
Okay.
supervisors, so I talked to them last week, I think. I
Yeah,
sent you an
I think
email,
we
so.
sent you that email.
All right.
And just to let you know, that sidewalk map, there is an electronic version put in your box. I got it today, so you can go in there. I mean, you have to zoom in on it a lot, 'cause it's really hard to see, but you can look at it. We will get some large paper maps though of it as well, but if you wanna start looking at it, it is in your computer box. That's my updates.
We're gonna discuss sidewalks again at the next meeting. Plan. All right, anything else? Any questions for Teresa?
Can I circle back to the finance officer?
Yes.
Yeah, I found it. What's missing is, we usually have the cash report and sales tax revenue, and we don't have that this month.
Do you do it every other meeting?
Is it every other?
So are you looking, yeah, one format is one meeting and one is the second meeting,
Okay.
so,
All the years I've sat up here, I don't know why I've never noticed that.
yeah, different.
No.
There's a big number in there, and I'm missing it.
You can look at it the next meeting, it's a big one.
Where did it go? Come back to the next meeting, you'll see it. Come
Yeah.
back next meeting, I'll see it.
It'll be there.
Tell me saying cash in the bank, I
All
think
right.
that's the next.
All right.
Yeah, that's the next one.
All right, we're gonna go down to old business. The item we have there is to approve the bid letting for 12th and Oaks. Those plans were put into your, into the box. Hopefully you all had a chance to review them. I did. I had a question for Justin, talked with him today, talked to Amy and Teresa a little bit about it. And we want to get this advertised so we can get it out to bid.
EDA did review them, they had a couple comments on them, those comments were addressed by IDG and resubmitted to them. They were just changing a couple minor things, changed, no big change in the plans, so they got them taken care of. So with EDA, we should be ready to go. I talked with Justin, I think with ISG, they reviewed them, should be ready to go. We would like to get them put out to advertise this coming Friday, the next 2 Fridays, and they're planning bid opening on the 24th. This project is approved by you guys. And just to let you know, we did get an updated cost estimate on the project, and from last year, we're actually about 30,000 less. I'm not sure how that happens, but, so they're very similar, very close to what we originally submitted with our grant. So, let you know that there's no big, as far as the engineer estimates, no big hike. We'll know for sure when we get bids in.
All right, any action from the council on this request?
I looked for that, I couldn't find it in the box, where would I look for that?
It's under miscellaneous.
There it is.
And it should say something like
An
12th
email.
and, or something.
12th and Oaks project.
Got it.
All right, there they are, look at that.
Miscellaneous.
Miscellaneous is where
It's
they were.
worthy of its own folder. It really is.
It's big.
All you had to do was ask a question, you know, you just had to ask the right people
Yeah.
to find it.
Perfect. All right, the question, there was a question if 12th was gonna be paved all the way from Knapp's Landing
Yes,
to West
And it
Street.
is.
yes, it'll be from all the way from that planning all the way to Western Avenue.
I know that,
Is there sidewalks along 12?
not yet.
We're not doing any sidewalks until they develop it.
I was gonna
Okay.
The
say,
developer will put it, or whoever buys the land.
I was assured last meeting that it
Yep.
would be,
We're doing the ped ramps and the sidewalks will be put in as land is sold in development.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah.
contrary to the mayor's initiative.
The mayor's initiative.
But I know
I should
last
never
meeting.
The land isn't
Yeah.
sold yet. Once somebody buys the land and they erect something, just like a house, they have to.
Then they have to put a sidewalk.
And I know last meeting you said that you were a little bit, not 100% sure if it was gonna be under or over budget, right? Now it's looking like this is gonna be.
Yeah, and I mean, really, 30,000 on a $2 million project, I'd call it, it's on
That's
budget
it,
right
yeah.
now, right?
Yeah.
We'll see what the bids come in.
I'm gonna say, well, to be determined,
And
we'll know for sure where the bids come in.
we will, excuse my inability to speak, recoup that $200,000.
So as we discussed, we will assess the adjoining property owners
Yep.
their portion of it, so, and that'll be on next meeting. It's being advertised right now, and all the property owners were sent notices about it.
Okay.
Make a motion to approve bid letting for 12th and Oaks project.
Second.
Any more discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote. Bowen.
Yes.
Keel.
Yes.
Brenneman.
Yes.
Mattson.
Yes.
Wasslager.
Yes.
All right, let's move on to new business. Boy, I looked it up quick, I got you guys. She's giving me crap, I should have it all the way to the bottom. First up, DHI, approve release of funds for placement of photos and benches.
Good tonight. Thanks for having me. I am Caitlin Kibler. Unfortunately, a lot of you probably don't know who I am. I am the current president of DHI. So yeah, kind of a twofold thing. Looking for release of funds for the 4 benches that we already had approved in the budget last year. We just need to get those ordered. Be roughly 4,000. So that's, and I believe in your packets, I think she included it, the photos that we have planned for the first bench. We've got plans of different photos of when was the parade, Sandy? You know the answer to that question.
Oh. There's a photo of 1910, parade in 1922, and then there's a close-up of the Ferris wheel, which was the Rhodes Fair.
All right, yep, I see that.
And then the other half of that is approval for the photos we've picked for the side of the city building. We need no funding for that, we have grants to cover that, but just want approval for the 4 photos that we have picked out.
All right,
So, and that's a panoramic, there's 3 that are a panoramic of the whole city kind of, and then the 4th one is an actual picture of the elevator and the bins that were there originally in that place.
yeah, cool. Are these like the one that's down on,
Yeah,
the other
same
building?
size, same.
Yep, they'll match that whole style, so they'll go with the one that's already up.
They steel? No.
They're a polymetal, it says on there.
Oh, I should have looked at
Yeah. Printed on 3M control tack with matte
Okay, I see
290
it.
laminate
Yep, got
and
it.
applied to one piece of 38 by
Yep,
5
yep.
by 12 polymetal.
It's like numbers. They're hard.
Numbers
Numbers are hard. All right, any action from the council on these 2 requests?
I'll make a motion to approve the request to release $4,000 in DHI funds, the placement of 4 benches downtown, and photo in the Public Works building at 102 South Main.
All right. Got a second, Chris, right?
Yep.
Thought I heard you.
Sorry.
All right, no, that's fine.
Practice speaking.
Any discussion? If not, we'll vote. Wasslager.
Yes.
Mattson.
Yes.
Brenneman.
Yes.
Keel.
Yes.
Bowen.
Yes.
All right?
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Any thoughts about having 2 farmers markets a month?
We had this conversation, Arden.
Thought I'd ask.
I think there's a lot of volunteers sitting in the audience.
I think the Boy Scouts would
This is
really
true.
do good. I think the Boy
Need
Scouts would love
volunteers.
that. I think
We
that'd
have a
be,
lot of them that need service hours.
I think that'd be a great project for the Boy Scouts.
Absolutely.
I'm sure they would love it.
All right. Next up under new business, review, approve county plat for lot 4, block 1. For our addition, it's in your packet. Marked approved by staff.
Motion to approve as presented.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote. Bowen.
Yes.
Keel.
Yes.
Brenneman.
Yes.
Batson.
Yes.
Wasslerger. Yes. Last up under new business, review, approve the surplus list with a fine 1972 John Deere tractor.
I'm still waiting to see the shiny new one.
Well, I don't think Greg's gonna let us see it for a while.
I make a motion to approve the surplus list.
Second.
Any discussion?
We will throw both of these
On
items
the-
in the
yep.
date on the purple wave, see if we can get anything for them. We
You bet.
should get something.
I wouldn't be surprised if you get somebody to bid on
I was
it.
gonna say, I was thinking.
Somebody will buy
Yeah, I
that
was gonna
72
say.
John Deere tractor and redo it. Is that a sickle blade, sycamore? Or is that, is it a sycamore? I think it is.
We have a little attachment, I don't know.
I think the mower's part of it. I think you might want to buy that. All right. Hearing no other discussion, we'll vote. Bowen.
Yes.
Keel.
Yes.
Brenneman.
Yes.
Mattson.
Yes.
Wasslerger. All right, we need to move into executive session for economic development and personnel. Somebody want to make that motion? And a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you all for coming. All right, can I have a motion to adjourn?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much.